Calvin, did you watch yesterday's video?
Man, I was part of yesterday's video, man.
Did you watch it?
There was no reason to watch it.
Did your professor talk about it in class yesterday?
A little bit. It was just,
what did he say?
It was just like, don't do what this guy does.
Don't do what this guy does.
Yeah.
Don't do what Calvin does. Calvin,
what's up?
You know what we do today?
No.
We're not going to replace a compressor under warranty. So you're safe. We are going to go do a backflow test on a double check valve. And then we're going to go to do a leak search. And then we may work on a rooftop unit depending on the weather. Because right now it's kind of raining outside.
Yeah. All right.
So you're safe today, hopefully. All right. Hello, Kelvin.
What's up?
Our first call today, we're going to do a annual backflow test. This is a Febco model 850. The size is 1 inch, as you can see here. That's 3/4 inch. This is a 1 inch backflow device. And one of the first things we're going to do, we put in our adapters to hook up our hoses from our Watts TK-9A backflow tester. And then we're going to blow off test cocks 2, 3, and 4. Kelvin's going to hold the phone and keep the view of the valve visible. So we're just going to blow off a little water by opening that. That's 2. That's 3. And that's 4. One of the things we also going to do before we did that is determine the direction of flow. Here is our water main coming in. This is a shutoff valve before the meter. Here's the water meter. This is shutoff valve number 1 of the backflow. This is shutoff valve number 2 of the backflow. So now that we have direction of flow, we're going to turn off shutoff valve number 2 to stop flow, demand downflow from the backflow. We blow off test cocks 2, 3, and 4. So now we're going to test check valve number 1. We're going to connect our high pressure hose, which is here, to test cock number 3. Correct. So 1, 2, 3. All right, we're going to bleed the high pressure hose by opening A and B on the manifold. By opening test cock number 3, like this. And we're going to open A and B. All right, so now that that's out of the way, we're going to close shutoff valve number 1, and the needle should stay pegged on the high side. If it's not pegged on the high side, shutoff valve number 2 is faulty. Stop and make repairs. Now we're going to slowly open control valve number B, right, until the needle drops to 2 psi D. So we're going to open up B. We're going to hold that right around 2 psi. Get as close as we can. A little bit more. Right around 2, right there. So we slowly open control valve B until the needle drops to 2 psi D. We close B, and if the needle does not drop to 2 psi D, shutoff valve number 1 is faulty, so stop, make repairs. If needle does hold at 2 psi D, we're going to continue to the next step. Why are you shining a light in my face, Calvin?
Sorry.
We're going to open test cock number 2. The needle should hold at least 1 psi D. So open up number 2. And it did hold to at least 1 psi D. So check valve number 1 is good. Now we're going to close test port number 3, test port number 2. All right, I'm going to recharge the backflow. Like that. And we're going to connect our high pressure hose to number 4, right? We're gonna open test cock number 4, like that, right? And now we're just gonna bleed some air through the hose. Do that first, like that. Normally I have a towel, but Kelvin grabbed the drop cloth instead. Now we're gonna close check valve number 1. We're gonna slowly open B until the needle goes to 2 PSID, right around there. And now we're gonna open test cock number 3. And it needs to hold at least 1 PSID, which it did, so this device passed. Thanks for watching. If you need a backflow device tested, give us a call, 516-348-6300.